Big news coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party camp. AAP are claiming that there are Enforcement Directorate raids happening on the key Aam Aadmi Party functionaries. This is a claim coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party leaders stating that close to Arvind Kejriwal, the close aides, those have been associated with him, working for him, their properties are being raided. And Amit Bhardwaj gets us the latest on that. Amit, can you tell us who precisely, according to the Aam Aadmi Party, are the properties that are being raided and why? Why is the ED there at the premises of these properties? And am I correct? Because Atishi had said yesterday that they're going to do an expose at 10 a.m. on the Enforcement Directorate too.
True, Pooja. You know, Aam Aadmi Party was supposed to do a quote-unquote an expose on the Enforcement Directorate today around 10 a.m. And that very morning, what we are hearing is that, two top leaders of Aam Aadmi Party are being raided by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, it is unclear as to in which case their properties are being raided by the ED. You know, one is a very close aide of the Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal, while other is the Rajya Sabha MP of Aam Aadmi Party. Aide Gupta is Rajya Sabha MP of Aam Aadmi Party, and he is also the treasurer of Aam Aadmi Party. What we can, if we may connect the dots, what we have been given to understand that in the excise policy case, at certain point in time, the central agencies, including the ED and the CBI, had indicated that the Aam Aadmi Party had received kickbacks in the alleged liquor gate scam in the national capital. And remember, Aide Gupta is the treasurer of Aam Aadmi Party. So is this raid happening because of the excise policy case, because of the connection that the agencies have been trying to establish that kickbacks had gone to Aam Aadmi Party?
Because if that is the reason, names Aide from the Aam Aadmi Party sources about whose residence and whose properties are being raided, or that has not been revealed as of now?
Well, Pooja, what we can confirm to our viewers right now, that Aide Gupta, who is the Rajya Sabha MP of Aam Aadmi Party and also the treasurer, national treasurer of the party, his house is being raided by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, this claim is coming from the Aam Aadmi Party's top sources. So clearly, Aam Aadmi Party claiming that their Rajya Sabha MP and national treasurer is being raided by the Enforcement Directorate. And Pooja, as I was mentioning, in the past, in the charge sheet as well, the CBI ED had told the courts that Aam Aadmi Party had allegedly gotten kickbacks of rupees 100 crores. So is it happening? Is this particular raid happening because of that particular connection? Because that is the only logical, explanation of the raids which is being conducted at Aide Gupta's residence. Now, Aam Aadmi Party sources are claiming that it is the national treasurer of AAP who is being raided right now by the ED. And remember, this also happens to the morning where AAP was supposed to do quote-unquote a big expose on the Enforcement Directorate.
Big news coming in. We're staying on this big story from the Russian capital, Delhi. Aam Aadmi Party is claiming that there are Enforcement Directorate raids that are taking place. And I can tell you, the two individuals being referred to here, one is the Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament from the Aam Aadmi Party, Narayan Das Gupta. Another has been a close aide, in fact, one of the closest aides. And because I've covered the Aam Aadmi Party since its inception, I can tell you that the individual being referred to here has been very close to Arvind Kejriwal for a very long time, not just as a personal secretary, which may appear to be an official designation being given, but someone who's been with Arvind Kejriwal since the activism days, the Anna Andolan, and now continues to be with me as well, with the news updates that are coming in. Amit Bhardwaj continues to be with us. Amit, so is it correct that Vibhav's name has also come in, that Vibhav's properties or residence is also where the ED officials are? Now, what does one call it? What is the Aam Aadmi Party telling you? That is this a raid? Is this a search? Or are they there for a question and answer session? Because that would be very different. Are they looking for something? Are they taking documents? Are they taking the digital equipment? Because both Vibhav on one side and Narayan Das Gupta, who's the Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, do hold significant positions of clout, of importance within AAP.
Right, Pooja, both the leaders are very senior leaders within Aam Aadmi Party, while one is supposed to be the closest aide of the Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal. On the other side, the ND Gupta is the national treasurer of Aam Aadmi Party, which means he is the person responsible for every penny coming towards Aam Aadmi Party and every penny being spent by the Aam Aadmi Party, be it in the national capital Delhi or across the country.
Amit, I'll
So
have to
clearly,
interject
Aam
you
Aadmi
here
Party right now
because
is,
also joining us now is India Today's Munish Pandey. He closely tracks the investigation agencies. Are you picking up some confirmation and clarity on this, Munish, that Vibhav, who's seen as a personal assistant to Arvind Kejriwal, and Narayan Das Gupta, who's the Rajya Sabha member of Parliament, have their properties being searched, raided by the ED? What are you hearing on this?
Well, Pooja, at this point of time, we have been given to understand is that there are more than 10 locations in the national capital which is being searched by the Enforcement Directorate as we speak in connection to a money laundering case pertaining to Delhi's Jal Board. Now, remember earlier the Enforcement Directorate had filed a case against several individuals. There were 4 individuals who were arrested also by the Enforcement Directorate in the money laundering case pertaining to irregularities in the Delhi Jal Board tender process. But now what ED is claiming that after getting certain leads in the case, they have started conducting searches. What is important here, Pooja, is to point out that the personal assistant of Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Vibhav, he is also being searched by the Enforcement Directorate. And recently there was allegations by the Aam Aadmi Party that ED is acting on behest of its political masters. But what sources within the ED are saying that after getting lead, they are conducting searches, and some of these people are also linked to not only Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal but also the Aam Aadmi Party.
And very interesting. This is an hour to go for Atishi, the minister of the Delhi government, who had claimed on social media that she has, and I quote it here, expose on the Enforcement Directorate, and the searches and the raids are taking place right now. But this is with regard to the Jail Board allegation, Jail Board issues. Is there a scam emerging in the Jail Board with which these men were associated with? So it is going to be a developing story. We'll be tracking all the latest on that. Munish Pandey, Amit Bhardwaj, all our colleagues on the ground will continue to bring you the updates on this.